Got it. Excellent. So welcome everyone. My name is Margaret Dorsey, and I am a Ruby in Akana. And as you stay around, you'll learn what that means in terms of ranks. And I've been a part of Akana for over 5.5 years. We're approaching our 6th year, guys. So I'm a proud mom of 2 sons and a brand new grandson who just made 14 months this past weekend. And I'm very excited to share some valuable information with you tonight. So realize that repetition is the mother of learning. And so we're glad to have you here, whether it's your first time or it's your 100th time. What we're talking about tonight is the problem in the United States. And our CEO, Melissa Boston, has coined a phrase called suicide. And we are digging our graves with our fork. So if you look at the original diet, which is here on my left, the original diet is a set of the variety of vegetables, plants, and fruits from the garden, which are free of pesticides and other chemicals. And then if you look at our new diet, which has been the fast foods restaurants on every corner in our neighborhoods, and we are also eating fried and processed foods on a regular basis, which doesn't have nutrition in it and is starving our body, which is actually making us eat more. You would think that the more of the stuff that you would eat, that you would be filled, but it leaves you empty. And so you find yourself overeating. So the silent killer. So we know that in the United States in 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. And that's and how many of you know about someone or know someone who unexpectedly died from a heart attack? And that's all of us. So heart attacks are actually 90% preventable. About 1 in 5 heart attacks are silent. The damage is done. The person is not aware of it. That's from our CDC. That's from the CDC. And what we're learning is that an alarming number of our children, number of our 14 to 16-year-olds are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. And this blockage is directly due to the amount of processed and fast foods that they have been eating their entire lives. I was in the store the other day, and Kohl's, as a matter of fact, and a lady had her little daughter there. It couldn't have been more than 2.5, and she had a bag of Cheetos and a little bottle of some kind of pop or something. And I was like, oh, how unhealthy. But guess what? She's going to eat like that pretty much for the rest of her life, because that's what's on the shelves and that's what people are buying and giving their kids. So let me ask you this question. Do you know the significance of the age 45 for African Americans? I'm just asking in the concept of what we're going to talk about. Our chances of dying from heart attack increases by 50% when we reach that age. And so when we look at our arteries, you'll see that the optimum look of an artery should have no plaque, okay? And then as we look into, start seeing some plaque build up, there's a borderline, we're borderline when the plaque starts building. And then there's high plaque when you see that there are layers of plaque going on in your arteries. And then where blocked arteries, we know what that's leading to, either a heart attack or a stroke. So as African Americans, we are 2 more times likely to die from heart disease. And it's really no joke, guys. This is something that's happening on a regular basis. So how do we look on the outside? We look pretty good versus what's sometimes happening on the inside. It always baffled me that runners die from heart attacks. I mean, these guys are like in these long races, and then they end up being the ones to die. So exercise alone is not the answer. What you eat makes a huge difference. We have a saying here at Akana, and like, what the cell is going on? So we are going to, we want to address these 5 top health-related problems that are impacting our community. I missed my little thing. Do you know your blood type? This is my favorite question to ask people, and the people on this line, if you don't, you know me, you know that's one of my favorite questions. Your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than race, culture, or geography. It is a genetic blueprint for who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. In Akana, we're committed to helping 1 million people or families learn their blood type within the next 18 months. We are on a mission to create generational health. And we want to thank Mom Mitchell for giving us this new slogan that we are about to rock. So thank you, Mom Mitchell, for that. There are 4 blood types. Your blood type, you're either blood type A, B, O, or AB is being a blood type A, B, O, or AB is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA. But like your fingerprint, there's only one of you. So when you find out your blood type, you'll realize how unique you are. So we have the blood types can be explained. A is for agrarian society focused on farming. These are where the original blood types originated from, focused on farming and livestock, leading to more stable communities. They are naturally inventive and sleepless. We know that when we think about Melissa Boston. As the first immigrants, they adapted to an agrarian diet and lifestyle, developing cooperative personalities to thrive in crowded communities. Blood types are as much as what you should eat is actually a lot to do with your personality. B is for balance, developed as humans. B is for balance, which developed as humans migrated north into colder, harsher regions like Pakistan and India. These assimilators adapted to new climates and diverse populations, embodying nature's effort to balance the mind's tensions with the immune system's demands. And then O is for O, that's the oldest blood type. It originated in Africa and migrated to Europe and Asia in search of game. These early humans were hunters and gatherers, top survivors in the food chain, with a strong and fierce immune system ready to destroy any threat, whether friend or foe. O is the original blood type. AB is for modern, which is rare and found in less than 5% of the population. It emerged from the intermingling of type A Caucasians with type B Mongolians. As the newest blood type, this is the newest one, guys. It symbolizes modern life, complex and unsettled. It is the delicate offspring of a rare union between tolerant type A and the once barbaric yet balanced type B. And so we are beginning to meet a lot of AB people as we are doing more blood types. So listen to this. We have a sophisticated immune system that identifies whether a substance in the body is friend or foe. One method involves a group of chemical markers called antigens, which are found on the cells of our bodies. One of the most powerful antigens in the human body is the one that determines blood type. So your blood type is the key to your body's entire immune system. It controls the influence of viruses, bacteria, infections, chemicals, stress, and the entire assortment of invaders and conditions that might compromise your immune system. So we now understand that during the pandemic, blood type O was the most resistant to the COVID virus. People with blood type A and B and AB had a weaker immune system, creating more issues. So eating right for your blood type can strengthen your immune system. Also, people who were deficient in vitamin D, which was a lot of the minority community, we also suffered a lot during the pandemic. So this is all kind of blending in together, guys. So blood type determines how food interacts with your cells. So that's what we've been talking about. So if you look at the first picture, that person's food is going in, being digested and being eliminated. Then when you look at the last picture, that gentleman has retained waste and undigested food in his body, and you can look at his body shape and see that. Your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body interacts with the food you eat, and if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. So eating right for your blood type has a lot of important factors that we're going to be talking about. So eating against your blood type. When we eat foods containing protein lectins that are incompatible with our blood type antigen, the lectins target an organ or bodily system and begin to agglutinate blood cells in that area for disposal. We create highly carcinogenic substances in our body when we regularly consume foods that are high in lectins or animal protein, such as processed foods and meat. So our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. So 95% of the lectins are sloughed off by the body. And then, but no matter what, about 5% of those lectins end up in the bloodstream, are filtered into the bloodstream where they interact and destroy red blood cells. So when you're pretty healthy, the younger you are, so at 95%, your body is working on your behalf. But as we get older, our body becomes less healthy, we are less stronger, and so then we have more lectins in our bloodstream, and that's what causes the disease and the breakdown in the body. So the consequences of eating against your blood type is that agglutination happens, which is a clumping of bacteria or red cells when held together by antibodies. And so you can cause a break in your arteries that will actually end up causing that stroke or heart attack. So the purpose, this is our purpose, to help 1 million families learn their blood types to create generational health. So we want to break the generational cycle. The power is in your hands. The best element to breaking the cycle is for families to learn their blood type to eat right. And we know that in some families, you have a combination of blood types. And so when people learn how to eat right, and even for families with different combinations, they are better able to prepare meals that work for the entire family. So if they give me the wrong blood, it could kill me. And why is that? Well, in the case of being a blood type O is a general donor to all blood types, which is to say, but they can give blood to all of the blood types, but O can only take blood type O or they could die. And so before surgeries and births, doctors identify the blood type of the patient for this very reason. We don't want to be giving patients the wrong blood types for transfusions. So if you eat the wrong food, it could be slowly killing you. And the key word is slowly. As we age, we experience more of the effects of eating against your blood type. Have you noticed that? I remember I was about 32 when I had my first really bad episode of acid reflux. I didn't know what the heck was going on because it hit me so hard and I just was burning in my chest and everything. But that's because, as we were talking about, the body now is not as able to slough off some of those lectins and some of the things we should not be eating. So for our sample avoid list, let's look at the A's. For them, remember, one person's food is another person's poison. This is the same list of foods considered, this is the sample list of foods considered toxic for the various blood types. So for blood type A, tomatoes. I mean, the simplest thing, has lots of lectins. It's not good for blood type A. Bananas is a weird thing, but bananas, the meats, potatoes, and the shrimp. For blood type B, and that's quite a bit of our community of blood type B, fried chicken is not good for their bodies. Avocados, black beans, shrimp, and then lobster. I'm gonna stop telling on my son who is blood type B, and I swear he's got to let some more of this go. Blood type O, which is catfish, is not good for us. Avocado, oranges, white wine, and then cashews. I have easily switched over to red wine. A, B, there's a combination of A and B for them, and they have to actually maneuver between quite a bit of items that are not good for their blood type. But we have known some very successful AB people to make it happen for them just by knowing their blood type. There was a book that was released in 1996. It's Eat Right for Your Blood Type. And what I found is that it was a great book to read to get a better insight into the ins and out of each blood type. So if you really get involved with this, guys, that is a book to pick up and to learn a lot about. So why am I just learning that food impacts my blood cells based on blood type? That's a great question. If it isn't taught in medical school or created by Big Pharma, it isn't promoted in the United States. And why is that? Our country controls the flow of information to make money for a chosen few. So, however, we are here to share some news, some of the good news with you. Eating right for your blood type is a game changer for your health. So whereas your doctors might not be able to tell you about it, we're here to share the great news. So big business is about profits over people. And if you look back in the day when cigarettes were very popular, one of the biggest surprises that came about that made a change was that secondary smoke turned out to be as more affected, harmful to people who weren't smoking than the people who were smoking. And when they banned smoking, and then people couldn't go into the churches or restaurants or at work. I used to have I used to smoke back in the day. I had an ashtray on my desk. It was amazing to me how we were able to wipe that out. And so you don't find that you find people outside smoking in the rain. So the trans fats, margarines have been barred. Margarine has been barred for the amount of unhealthy trans fats that it produces and that creates hardening of our arteries. The 5G cell phones, these are installed in our own communities, and we now see that there's a new type 3 diabetes from these radiations that people are getting, and GMOs, which are genetically modified organisms to make fake food, but it's fast, it's easy, you can store it, and people think, oh yeah, I'm getting over, I've got a fast life, I need something tasty to eat, but it's not nutritious, and it's not giving your body what you need. And of course, there is milk. Got milk? Milk is promoted in the United States as something that does the body good. Dairy products are known to contribute to mucus production, often triggering cold-like symptoms or allergies as the body reacts. Nature has equipped every species, including humans, with the nourishment they need. However, humans are the only species that consume the milk of another animal beyond infancy. This unnatural habit can create an acidic environment in the body, which may increase the risk of cancer as cancer cells thrive in such conditions. And we've learned a lot of this over the years. We're working with Dr. Prince. So what countries adhere to the blood type philosophy? So from the book that came out in 1996, the Japanese adopted that book and a lot of the information, and they actually use some of the personality types when it comes to who to marry. The United States did not adopt the book, and of course, we're learning things now that we could possibly have known some time ago. So, and for Japan, it has the #1 highest life expectancy. Their people are identified as living up to 84.6 years, whereas the United States is 50th in life expectancy, with our Americans living 76 years. And then as African Americans, we're down to 71.8 years of life. And that is not a good stat. We do not want to have that. So despite anecdotal evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements by adhering to the blood type practices, there's still in the United States not a great adoption of this information on behalf of individuals. But by following the blood type diet, you can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. You can achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats. The #2, so we talked about the blood type. So that was our #1. We have 5 areas, and that was our one key area. Second is oxidation. Researchers have finally identified one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many of the other problems associated with getting older is oxidation. So you leave bananas out or screws out, and then just the moving of the air, and they start to rust out. And some of that process is what's happening inside of our bodies. So antioxidants are fruits and vegetables are loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. So look at these: grapefruit, broccoli, apples, berries. These are natural things, guys, that if we eat dark chocolate, if we eat it on a regular basis, they are full of antioxidants and help the body. And then our third area is the omega-3. Omega-3 is an essential, and that means that the body doesn't make it, so we have to give the body the omega-3 that it needs. We take in plenty of omega-6, which the body needs, but we have too much of it, and that's what is making people overweight. So we need a balance out between omega-3 and omega-6. And there is also two other omegas, there are 7 and a 9, which we'll be introducing through our product. So for omega-3 deficiencies, look at this, guys: cardiovascular health, increased risk of heart attack, strokes, and high blood pressure for a lack of omega-3. Cognitive decline, increased risk of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, and dementia before not having enough omega-3 in your body. Chronic inflammation accelerates the progression of diabetes, arthritis, cancer, and autoimmune disease, not having enough omega-3. And guys, that is really an easy add-on that we can have for our bodies, is to get the omega-3 in there. The metabolic health contributes to weight gain, obesity, and metabolic syndrome, which is where the circumference of your midriff should not be more than, I think, 36 for women and 42 for men. So if you're over that, you're having some deficiency problems, and you're more likely to have disease. It contributes to non-alcoholic fatty liver disease, which can progress to liver cirrhosis or liver cancer. This is omega-3 deficiency. The immune function, it weakens the immune function, making the body more susceptible to infections. And then it also, the deficiency increases the risk of osteoporosis, leading to fractures and a higher risk of complications, especially in older adults. Like when an older adult falls and then the bone just cracked, you're like, how did it just break like that? If the fall wasn't even that hard, but that's because we have these deficiencies. So we want to protect our gut. 70% of our immune system is in our gut, which is our microbiome. And so what we need to help the gut is fiber, prebiotics, probiotics, and we also need to detoxify. That is something that is key to health and something that you're going to learn a lot more about through Akana. We also want to eliminate parasites. If you look in the stomach, there are parasites in your body. If you eat meat, you have parasites which need to be eliminated. Even if you are a vegan or vegetarian, your vegetables have insects on them that lay eggs. Be sure to thoroughly wash your fruits and vegetables. People doing our cleanses have reported eliminating parasites through their stool. So here's what parasites and human health, that those conditions look like. We have chronic infections. They can cause chronic infections and inflammation in the body and contribute to the development of heart disease, diabetes, chronic fatigue, and autoimmune disorders. Autopsies have finding that recent autopsies have revealed the presence of parasites in various organs, including the brain, the liver, the lungs, even in individuals who were not suspected to be infected. These findings suggest that parasites can exist in the body without causing noticeable symptoms, leading to a silent invasion that gradually impairs organ function over time. I just want to pause it. You know how Robert Kennedy kept saying that y'all know who he is. He was running for president. He said that they found a worm in his brain and they removed it. And so then he has some impairment. It may not be untrue, guys. Look at this. And then for mental health, some parasites can cross the brain barrier and reside in the brain, contributing to depression, anxiety, and even schizophrenia. So let me share our disclaimer with you as we move into sharing our product line. Our products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or other healthcare professionals. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements, and results may vary. That has been an interesting thing for me, how different things affect different bodies, and it's based on your blood type, I would say. So we have targeted the 5 areas: your blood type support, your antioxidant protection, your omega fat acids, your gut health with the prebiotics, probiotics, and fiber, and to eliminate parasites. And so Icona has the world's first meal replacement shake to target these 5 areas. So voila, introducing flat belly fuel. So what you want to do with our flat belly fuel is use 1 to 2 scoops and 8 ounces of liquid, like you can do water, coconut water, almond milk, blended with fruit and or vegetables to make a variety of smoothies to replace 1 or 2 meals a day. And it's easy and affordable. It's an easy and affordable answer to immediate and better health. I love the fuel, guys. It is a game changer. So our vision, and I'm using some of the words on the side. Our vision is a world, this is Icona's vision, where every individual has access to the nutrition and resources that they need to thrive, leading to healthier, wealthier, more resilient communities. We aspire to be a catalyst for a global change, fostering a future free from limitations of disease and poverty, where every corner of the globe flourishes. And that is a beautiful vision for our company, and we are adhering to it. There are 6 blue zones in the world, and we are working very hard here at Icona to create blue zones starting in your families, to your neighborhoods, and then to the world. So we are actually on a mission to get that done. So the first step is to detoxify your blood cells. Bitters can be a powerful tool for a quick 4-day detox, primarily due to their impact on digestion and liver function. And what are bitters? Bitters is a tea. It's a tea bag. You take it, and I'm going to tell you how to use it. But it is in other cultures, it's used to eliminate a lot of the parasites and different things you actually find in your body. It boosts digestion by stimulating production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, which are essential. It regulates your appetite, reducing cravings for unhealthy foods. It supports your liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. It eliminates fat-soluble toxins through the digestive system. It alkalizes the body and reduces inflammation. And it improves the microbiome, which is the gut, by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria and inhibiting harmful bacteria. And depending on your goals, we also offer a 7 or 21-day raw cleanse. But anyone who has used our bitters tea has had the experience of this wonderful elimination process that this tea, our tea offers. And so how do you incorporate a 4-day detox? The 4-day detox can help reset your digestive system, support your liver function, and eliminate toxins, leaving you feeling lighter and more energized. All of us that have tried that have had this experience. So you just boil 40 ounces of water, then remove it from the heat. Place the tea bag as one big bag. Do not untie it. put it in there in the water and allow it to steep overnight, put a cover on it, and then refrigerate it, preferably in a glass bottle. Consume 8 ounces once a day or 4 ounces twice a day. And I've even heard on some occasions, if it's a little bit too strong for you, you can do 2 ounces 2 or 3 times a day to just get it in. So follow the Bitters blood type meal plan, which you will receive when you make your purchase, and then steer clear of sugar and refined carbs while you're doing your 4-day detox, because these can hamper your the effectiveness. So we here at Akana have a comprehensive health test. It includes which is included with our blood type starter kit. This is an option that you're going to have. We can offer you an omega panel, omega-3 panel to tell you where your omegas stand, the 3, the 9, the 7, and the 6. We can give you a gut check. It tells you the condition of your gut. And we can give you a layout of your vitamins and minerals. I really like that part of the test. And then we can also give you some immediate conditions for your heart, liver, and kidneys. This is over $1,000 value, but we are offering it in a special for $189. That's our regular pricing for our comprehensive test. But what we are able to do now, because we have packaged our blood type eating and our blood type starter kits, we're giving you the information on your inside information, your inside conditions too. You can enroll in our auto ship, which gives you a monthly bag of our fuel meal replacement shake. Pay $109 the first time you make your order. It gives you the comprehensive test and the entire starter kit. The blood type starter kit is a $50 value. It has the blood type test kit in it. It has the bitters tea in it. It has the individual digital blood type download. You're going to get a download of what you should be eating for your blood type. And we have the flat belly fuel. You'll get a whole 30-day supply of that. And then in this pack, you also get the family blood type foods digital layout, which is a $30 value. So this is offered now. The auto ship, when you get it on a monthly basis, it's only $59.95. So you pay your one-time $109, you get your whole package that first month, and then each month after that, you will it will be $59.95 for your fuel. And the thing about it is that we know it takes 120 days for the blood cells to renew. And so you want to make sure you stay on the fuel, and there's no obligation. You can stop your auto ship at any time, but we think that you will be on it for life. So we have some additional products that we offer, and they are our CBD line. We have tinctures, topicals, pre-rolls, gummies, seasonings, and more. We have our skincare line with moisturizers and our I forget what the other items are because I'm a little bit nervous. We have our hair care line, which we have scalp scopes. We have hemp powered hair, and we have our SOS hair care system. We have our weight loss program, which is our specials with the auto ship that I just showed you. Our fuel meal replacement shakes, our 7-day cleanse, our 21-day cleanse. So that's a whole complement of items. And then on our essential oils, we have black seed, eucalyptus, tea tree oil, peppermint, and other essential oils. So we come fully ready to supply all of your health needs. So with that, I'd like to ask if there are a couple of testimonies that we could go for. Is there anyone that is willing? I'm looking through a little bit to see, is there anyone that is willing to give us a testimony on either what you've done with the fuel and or any of our other product line that you like, products that you'd like to share with us today? And I would ask Dr. Ross to help me with that, because I don't know when a person unmutes, if I hear them or see them. Is there anyone that is open to giving us a quick testimony this evening?
Hey, Margaret, this is Mike Newsom. Can you hear me?
And we hear you. Go, take it away.
Well, just as far as a testimony, from a personal perspective, my wife and I have done multiple uh, 7-day and 21-day cleanses on using the protocol that you just outlined. And we've been having tremendous results that, speaking from me personally, anytime we do one of the cleanses, I just, without doing any additional exercise or anything unusual, other than just following the guidance that is given in terms of following the procedures in the cleanse, I usually lose anywhere between 5 to 8 pounds in a 7-day period. So the products are extremely effective. And then now that we have the new flat belly fuel, I implement that as a meal replacement. And I've been having tremendous results on that. I do like to work out, but I haven't been doing anything really, above the norm. And I'm getting a lot of compliments about, about my physique, and I really haven't been doing anything. And I definitely attribute that to the flat belly fuel. So it's a tremendous product. And like you said earlier, it is definitely a game changer from a business perspective.
Absolutely. Absolutely wonderful. And I know that, I mean, we've only had the fuel about 6 or 7 weeks. So the type of testimonies that we're going to get from that fuel are just going to be tremendous. And thank you for sharing that with us. And then as we develop with our 7 and 21 days, people are just going to be able to go in all kinds of directions to get the help that they need and what really works for their body. So actually, thank you so much for that. Is there anyone else that wanted to give us a quick share? Oh, Mike, could you open your mic and tell us what your blood type is?
I am a blood type O.
Sounds good. Just want to know. Is there anyone else that would like to give us a quick?
Margaret, this is Anna.
Hey, Anna, tell us where you're from and what your blood type is.
Houston, Texas. My blood type is a B. I just finished doing the fuel and the bitters. The fuel is awesome. I did it twice a day and just had one meal. I lost 8 pounds.
You lost what?
8 pounds.
What?
So the fuel will kill your hunger pain. I can attest to that.
Isn't it amazing?
It's amazing. And it's delicious.
Excellent. Guys, thank you so much, Anna. And Mike is out of Virginia, guys. So I just wanted to share the fact that we are all over the country and we are sharing the good news everywhere. And I'm so excited to have people from Texas, Virginia, everywhere getting this information from us. So we have a couple of more minutes. I'm gonna close up and actually have quite a nice surprise tonight for you on the call, but it is estimated that 1 to 5% of Americans who are aware of their blood type may have experimented with or follow blood type principles to some extent. And as we said, people have not, adopted it as much as they could. And if you read the Eat Right for Your Blood Type book, you're going to find a lot of great stories about just the combinations of things that people found out about their body and how it was addressed, and the recoveries that they have had from longstanding diseases and problems. And so we are really going to be helping the country as we look to help 1.5% of the United States to learn their blood type. And just think, if 5 million people learned about what we are sharing about the blood type, that they would be able to just really make a sizable shift in the thinking. And you think about Japan, our numbers would change greatly. Okay. And then if we had people on at $50 a month on their auto ship, that would equal $250 million in sales a month. That is just an excellent way to look at helping people and actually benefiting from being in business and getting the word out. So if 10% of the people were on the auto ship, that would be 3 million a month. So my number was a little different from before, but that would be 3 million a month in the auto ship business. But guess what? I don't care what you have, people are going to reject you. So even if 80% of the people reject us as we're going around sharing this good news, that we could still see that we can affect 1 million people with sharing this excellent information. And you can be a part of the campaign. So the first people to look at an opportunity like this, if you're looking at a business and it has less than 100 to 150,000 people in it, you're in a great position. And of course, Akana does not have that many people, not nearly yet, but the Harvard Business School, it says to select a company at least 18 months old, and 90% of the company select that's at least 18 months old, because 90% of companies failed in their first 18 months. And as I said earlier, Akana is already over 5.5 years old. So you're in the right place for that. According to Harvard Business School, if a company has less than 500 people, we already said that is a great opportunity. If it has less than 100,000 people, it is an opportunity of a lifetime. And guys, what do we have here? We have here an opportunity of a lifetime. We know there are 3 types of people that see these presentations. One says, I want to try those products. They become lifelong customers. Person 2 says, I like what I have. I like what I heard, but I have some questions. We want you to get back with the person that invited you to get those questions answered. And person 3 says, I'm all in. I want the products and the opportunity to help people learn their blood type and get healthy. So please, guys, get back with those individuals. And if you have any questions, they are surely going to be able to answer them. And then I just like to say in closing that this presentation happens at least 4 times a week in our business. Bring people to it. Let's get people to understand how simple and easy it is for them to learn their blood type, eat for their blood type, and improve their lives very easily. So Saturdays at 10 a.m., Sundays at 5 p.m., tonight, it's Thursdays at 7, 1 o'clock in Chicago on Wednesdays. And so there are quite a few opportunities for us to learn and to bring people to this information. So without further ado, I do not know if they are ready to share. Oh, there she is.
Yeah, ready, girl.